looking for black folk to come to the rescue. Just like y'all want us to come in like Captain America, Superman, and come save the day. Nah, baby, we ain't coming to save nobody but ourselves. You hear me? What we are going to be doing is drinking water, herbal teas, staying moisturized, and minding our black business. That's what we going to be doing. We going to have our boots to the ground, baby, and we going to be line dancing. We going to be flapping the fan around. We going to be having a good time. That's what we going to be doing.
Seeing some misplaced anger from some Latino people coming out saying, oh, black people, you need to be out there with us, front line, standing with us in solidarity. We did. We stood with y'all in that voting booth. Black people voted in solidarity against that man. I'm not saying this is not our fight. What I am saying, we stood up for y'all when y'all didn't stand up for yourselves.
Latinos of all backgrounds. Do y'all not realize black people are not the only people in this country? You got your Chinese Americans, your Japanese Americans, your Korean Americans, your Indian Americans, your Muslim Americans, your white Americans, and your own people. So why in Davy Jones' locker are y'all so pressed and mad at us because we not out protesting? Folks, we did the most effective protesting last November, and the data proves it. We protested when it mattered the most. We were not out here with whole productions talking about some wee woo woo, woo doo doo. Y'all was out here with that foolishness, knowing full well, that y'all had a few abuelas, a few tios, tias, mijo and mijas in your house undocumented. But y'all got y'all behinds on stage talking about some wee woo woo, woo doo doo. For Donald Trump, I love my freedom. I will vote for Donald Trump.
I watched two different videos of Hispanic women crying, okay? The first woman, she was crying saying that she regret voting for Trump. She believed everything he said that he was going to do and blah, 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 blah. I don't know if she watched the same things that I watched, but he already said it was going to be a mass deportation. I don't understand why they acting all confuzzled like that's not what that man said before he got elected. I heard him say it. I know y'all heard him say it. That's why we said we was going to mind our 92% because we heard him say what he was going to do once he got in office, and now he's doing what he said he was going to do, and now everybody acting confuzzled. I'm confused by your confusion, ma'am. Now, the other lady, she's asking for the support of the African-American people because she said back in the day when slavery was happening that some of us ran to Mexico and they gave us shelter and you never know the way everything going on in the future. We may need Mexico again, is what she says. So she don't understand how we not jumping in to help save them. And from my recollection, black people been considered the bottom of the totem pole for the longest. Even Hispanic people didn't like us that well. It was a whole debacle between being Hispanic and Afro-Latina because they felt like Afro-Latinas was the bottom of the totem pole. But now you want help from us after we told y'all not to vote for him? We've been asking for decades for people to stand with us and march with us for our rights and Black Lives Matter, and y'all just kept saying all lives matter. But now that it's convenient for y'all want us to say Hispanic lives matter when y'all wouldn't even agree with us that Black lives matter. Again, I'm confused on the confusion about what y'all wanted us to do because we told y'all. A whole lot of Hispanic people is wanting black people to stand up for them, and a lot of black people is getting online saying they're not going to do this, okay? Because of y'all voting for Trump.
Am I the only one that didn't know that apparently Latinos were like begging black people for support and help? Apparently there's a whole bunch of Latinos, man, talking about black people. We need to unite. We need to come together. Trump is trying to get us out of here.
Every 5 seconds, I'm seeing a video of a minority group saying we're the black people. We're at home. We're relaxing. We're chilling. We're hanging back. You're talking about come together. Why? We tried to do that. We've been trying to do that forever.
Hello, most Latino communities nationwide. The grass is setting in. Once proud supporters of DT, many Latinos are now reconsidering their political allegiances after realizing that the warnings they brushed off, especially from black Americans, were not only accurate but prophetic. The same administration they rallied behind is now turning on them piece by piece, policy by policy. Before we proceed, all credit goes to the creators of these videos. Let's watch a few more clips and I'll be back
watching it burn. You go over there with your bowls. Hey, can I get some food? And now you're looking at us, and you're running to the water, and you're trying to get buckets, and trying to pour it out onto the field because you realized that you was eating from that field. That was your main source. You literally thought that you was going to throw us to the side and get accepted by this, when we had already accepted and gave you a plate. And now, the field is burning, and you want us to run outside and put the fire out? No.
So the Latino community is asking for help from the black community in America, but the black community in America are telling the Latino community, the Hispanic, that you know what, this is your mess, clean it up yourself. Because during the campaigning time, during the election time, the black community told the Latino community, the Hispanic community, that you know what, this current administration, they are going to deport you guys. But the Latino community did not believe the black community in America. They thought they were safe. They thought when they vote the way they did, when they vote for the current administration to come into power, they thought they are safe. They thought they look so white. So this policy of immigrating the people who don't have papers will not affect them. Forgetting that over 50% of Latino, of the Hispanic community, majority of them are illegal immigrants in America. They do not have papers. That's what they did. So you're being told in a house of maybe 6 or a house of maybe 10, that is the nuclear family plus extended family. You're being told some of them, they might know of 2-3 people who don't have papers, or they know of a neighbor who doesn't have papers, you know, because the Hispanic community, the Latino community, they are very communal. They have that thing where they are very communal. They like helping each other. So they know people who don't have papers. But somehow, when the election time came in, you're being told over 50% of Latino community, the Hispanic community, they voted for this current administration, saying it is a good, it has best policies and it is going to help their community. Now, karma is a bitch. Right now, people are complaining. Right now, people are crying. They're saying, my God, these policies are affecting our community, especially the one for illegal deportation of illegal immigrants in America. Right now, you're being told majority of Latinos, the Hispanic right now, if they're walking out there, they must have their papers correct. If you don't have your correct papers correctly, majority of them are into hiding right now. They are not just walking anyhow, because anytime ICE will just, you know, catch them, and if you don't have your papers correctly, you are in trouble because you're going to be deported. So this thing is really affecting them, especially the Latino community. So right now they're asking the black community to assist them, you know, especially during the demonstrations out there, when they are voicing out on social media. They want the black community to help them, but the black community are saying, hey, hands off, this is not our war, this is not our problem. Because when issues affect black community, majority of Hispanics usually say, this is not our problem, you know, it's not our problem. I'm not black, it's not our problem. Because, you know, the Latino community, they also have this thing where they're so anti-blackness. They don't want to be associated with the blackness. So anything to do with the black community, the black American community issues, they don't want, you know, to go out there, help them or voice it out there. So now the black community is saying, you know what, this is not our issue. We are not going to start to go there to voice it out, because at the end of the day, we told you guys, but you did not listen. So this is you cleaning up your own mess that you created. And this issue of Latinos, the Hispanic, being against the blackness, being so against being associated with blackness, also is affecting them. Because right now, black community, they're saying, you know what, you guys don't want to be associated with us. You guys do not want to be united with us, because you're so anti-blackness. So now, even us black community, we don't want to be associated with you guys. So this is your mess, clean it up. So that's basically what's happening right now. Who is on the right, who's in the wrong, it's neither here nor there, because at the end of the day, this is something that is affecting people across the board. Yes, the Latino community are affected, the Hispanic community are affected, but also other communities also affected. So let me know what you think about this video, and of course drop your comments. But this is what they say, far for season continue. When you make stupid decision, it's going to come and bite you later on. And this is basically what's happening to the community in the Latino sector, because they made the decision thinking they are safe, but now they are literally running away, hiding away, because these policies are affecting them left, right, and center. If they don't know someone or directly affecting them because of this anti-migration, they know somebody, or they hear neighbor, something happened to them and they were deported back to their original home country. So let me know what you think about this video. Please subscribe to my channel.